Mr. Portman's logic. Detective Gumshoe, you stole Jim's gun from him and shot him dead. Furthermore, you messed up the files to make it look like you had committed theft instead. That's when you moved Jim's body that was sitting in front of the bookshelf. But thanks to that, you didn't notice the bloody letters his body was hiding. And it would be his final words that'll get you brought to justice. Fuck you! You're getting this all wrong. You intend to argue that the victim's dying message points to his killer. I can hear Jim's voice, and he's calling out for his killer's arrest. Are you sure you're not mishearing his words, Mr. Portsman? There's no way Detective Gumshoe is the culprit here. I will find a flaw in his man's logic and expose it with incredible evidence. Okay, time for the rebuttal. Hello, my fellow heroes of all dimensions and beyond. This is Melodia Valentine, and welcome back to the demo for this Ace Attorney investigations demo. So, this guy is accusing Gumshoe to being the killer, and we gotta prove that it's not him. Let's find out what happens, shall we? Let's press.
Hold it!
You know, there's something I've been meaning to ask. Huh? What's that? Why do you call the victim Jim? It's clear his name is Buddy, Faith. Isn't it obvious? Jim is the perfect name for my companion. Jacques and Jim. Don't those two names go together like peanut butter and jelly? But Jim isn't even close to the guy's real name. Well, Jock and Buddy just sound soft somehow. Besides, he was the third of a bunch of guys that decided to nick oh my god! He talks about the victim like he was his pet. Press?
Hold it!
Do you really think it was necessary to shovel my shelves twice to do that? That's true. Maybe his real intent was theft. Hey, are you accusing me of stealing something from Mr. Edgeworth? It's a possibility. Maybe your salary was cut so much that life was getting a little too rough to handle? I'll have you know that I eat 3 squirrel meals a day every day, pal. Okay, so all 3 of them happen to be instant noodles, but... Poor thing. What an evil prosecutor you're paired up with, and what motive, no? Okay, so let's press this.
Hold it!
And why would Detective Gumshoe do such a thing? Because the body was getting in his way, and he had to mess up your bookshelf somehow, right? Anyway.
Hold it!
Why do you think that the killer didn't notice the bloody letters? The body was covering it very well, wouldn't you say? That's how he missed it. Judging by what I've seen, it doesn't take much for your detective to miss something. Who do you think you are? You know nothing about me, pal. There's a lot a person can understand another from first impressions alone. I can't say I don't... I can't say I disagree with him at that point. Oh, why didn't you say something, sir? Not you too, Mr. Edgeworth. Despite his lack of attention to detail, I don't believe the detective is the culprit. Nobody could have overlooked those bloody letters, and I'll prove it with evidence. I couldn't ask for a better setup for the game finishing step by. And it'll be his final words. It would be,
Hold it!
and you're saying those letters are intended for you. Yep, Jim was an outstanding detective. I would expect no less from a former partner. It looks like that Mr. Portsmouth still doesn't understand. He has yet to figure out the true meaning behind the bloody letters. What are you sputtering over there? Can you just admit my logic is perfectly sound? Actually, there's a gigantic flaw in his logic. A gap so wide that even a good detective can spot it. Now to clue Mr. Portsmouth in by presenting him with some evidence.
Hold it!
Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe it was a message to... Maybe I present the gun? Do I present this?
Objection!
Oh, shoot. Those cares of me, I can't afford to do that. And let the troops... Stay calm, Miles. That's the only way. But there is a missing file. So do I present it?
Objection!
Damn it! Wait a minute. Wait.
Hold it!
Wait, I didn't mean to do that. Wait a minute. But I was able to see it right off the bat.
Objection!
It would behoove you to take a good look at this. I see if I failed to see anything to do with me. Oh, shit. I can't allow him to set pace here. I must remain calm. Let's see.
Hold it!
Shoot, I didn't mean to do that. I wish I could say that he got here afterwards. Wait a minute. This is a contradiction. How you have to move the body first in order to. You have to move the body first, right? But it's still sitting. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Do I present this? Did I? Because somebody did do something and Gumshoe didn't even know about this, so do I present the safe?
Objection!
Dang it! Dang it! But do I do this? The body was moved first. Then the files got messed up. So, what do I do? Oh, that's for that.
Objection!
Ah. What am I missing? Hmm. Hmm. Let's see. This is a toughie. I gotta think about this logically. How am I supposed to? Because I think I'm showing him the right things, but I'm doing it in the wrong spot. So I was wondering why my phone wasn't charging. The darn thing got unplugged. Ooh, excuse me. Wait a minute.
Objection!
There we go. Got it right. Took me a bit. I'm a little rusty at this. Perhaps you're not aware, Mr. Portsman, but there is a serious flaw in your logic. Bringing a bit of the courtroom into this, I see? No problem, I'm game. I can't help but find it odd. Excuse me? Odd that such a fellow prosecutor would be brought down by the power of his own office. What are you talking about? Oh, you're joking, I get it. If you have the time to laugh, then you have the time to take another closer look at this. Do you not see? If not, may I direct your attention to the missing file? What? That's impossible! What's impossible, Mr. Portsman? Nothing! The files on the shelf are all about a certain case. When the killer went to take the file after murdering your partner, I hardly doubt he would have missed the bloody letters written on the spines.
Objection!
It's possible if they would have taken the file before committing the murder. I think it's pretty obvious that the file was stolen after it was written on. The missing letters in the detective's name were where the file should be is proof. Yeah, I mean, the S is gone and it's only half of the H. If Detective Gumshoe really was the culprit in this case, I highly doubt that even he would have overlooked his own name written in the and blood on the files. Especially as a detective who can't stand the sight of blood. Ah! Oh my god, look at that face. Which means what exactly? What did that make this dire message? It makes it the work of a criminal intent on tampering with the crime scene. That's slow. I can't believe the criminal tried to pin this whole thing on me, sir. I'm gonna get him, sir. You'll see. I'm gonna have them under arrest in no time. Well, Mr. Portsman? Brilliant. Absolutely splendid. Logic deserving of Olympic gold. I appreciate the praise, but it doesn't change the fact that your reasoning is flawed. You win some, you lose some. That's how life goes. Hey, glad everyone's so cheery. Even though I feel more dead than alive. Ah, but you know, it really is a shame. I really didn't want to have to bring this up, however. What's this? What is it this time? You're still after me, pal. Humor me for a second. Who has the key to this office? That would be me. But Mr. Edgeworth just proved that I'm innocent, pal. That's absolutely right. And I acknowledge your innocence. Then why do I sense you still have something to say? Well, I was thinking. Did you know there was one other person with the key? Wait a minute. There was somebody else with a key to this office? What the fuck? One other person? Hey, you there. Yes, sir. What is it, sir? Would you kindly fetch and escort this lovely lady, that lovely young lady here for me? A lady? The girl is a member of this building's security. Think of her as a maternal witness. Security? Did you say security? No, stop it, pal, don't! What's wrong with him all of a sudden? I believe she needs no introduction. I have called upon Miss... Maggie Bird? They brought back Maggie Bird! Detective Gumshoe, sir? Maggie. Miss Bird is the security guard on watch tonight. I see. And your point is? My point is that she could very well be have used it. And by used it, I mean the master key, which can open all the office doors in this building. What? First he was accusing Gumshoe, now he's accusing Maggie? Wait a minute, there's no sense. If you're not the guilty party, Detective Gumshoe, then the only other person with access to this room is Miss Bird. How dare you! I would never sneak into someone's room. That's right. I refuse to believe Maggie's the culprit, pal. It was me. That's right. I did it. Can we take that as a confession, Detective? Well, it wasn't me, but it definitely wasn't Maggie, pal. So yeah, it was me if it was it. You had no problem with that, right? Please refrain from flying off the handle, Detective. There's no need for such theatrics. Listen to your boss, Detective. He understands what I'm saying here. That girl is the only one who could have committed a crime, and for one simple reason. Reason for suspicion. It's pretty obvious that Miss Bird snuck into your room using the master key. I mean, if Detective Gumshoe isn't the one who opened the door, then that leaves only Miss Bird as your prime suspect. On top of that, she knows our good detective, doesn't she? Making it all the more probable that she was the one that faked the dying message. So you're saying that she's the master key? Incredibly incriminating evidence, wouldn't you say? That's what you claimed about the evidence earlier as well. That was then. This is now. The flow of a good match always changes during a rally. It's all about your reflexes and reaction time, especially for an athlete like me. Oh, I'm starting to hate athletes the way that they keep portraying them as jerks. I wonder if there's anyone else other than Miss Bird that could have used the master key. It seems that the only way to get Mr. Portsman to give me more details is to press him. With a body slam! No, no, you gotta do it the legal way. It's pretty obvious that Miss Bird snuck into your room using the master key. Press.
Hold it!
Are you sure Miss Bird is the only member of the security that could have used the master key? There's only one person on staff at this time of night, and tonight she's it. Isn't it right, Miss Bird? It's true, but I wasn't able to use the master key at the time of the crime, sir. Was I able to? What's that supposed to mean? Yes, moving on. I hate to get sidetracked by something unrelated. What do you mean unrelated? I want to hear what she has to say, pal. Well, you can't really trust her not to tell lies. Besides, I hate wasting time. Should I hear Miss Bird out? Yes! Not so fast. I too am interested in hearing what Miss Bird has to say. Didn't I just say it'd be a waste of time? We don't need to hear her lies. I'd be the judge of that. Miss Bird, if you please. I discovered that the master key was missing around 1 a.m., sir. What do you mean by missing? As in, it wasn't there in the security booth, sir. The killer must have stolen it. Mr. Portsman, I believe this is an important piece of testimony, don't you? I can't believe that someone like you would be taken in by such words. I'm not lying, sir.
Objection!
If that's the case, then I'd like to know why you have the master key now. I don't quite know how. It just reappeared all of a sudden, sir. Ha! A likely story. And what's your proof that the key was stolen to begin with? I bet you just forgot where you put it and then found it again. I never lose things. I practically guarantee that. With me, if something disappears, it's usually because someone stole it. Yeah, pal. Trust me. You don't want to test just how bad her luck is. Unfortunately, I can't deem this piece of testimony as conclusive. Glad you agree, Mr. Edgeworth. But you still haven't established Maggie's motive for breaking into Mr. Edgeworth's office. Her motive? Didn't we already establish that it was theft? I mean, the culprit clearly went through the bookshelves and at least tried the safe. Wait a minute, how did he know that? It is as Mr. Portsman says, Detective. I can't ignore the fact that the evidence points to the motive of theft. But I'm done taking blows. Time to counterattack with a few of my own. Her intent is the midst of the bookshelf.
Hold it!
Press! I concur. The culprit's motive appears to have been thievery. However, glad to hear that the great Miles Edgeworth is in agreement with little old me. However, to regard to the investigation of the bookshelves and safe, hey, good thinking asking for my opinion on the matter. Would it be too much for you to allow me to complete a full sentence? I mean, if Detective Gumshoe is in it, then...
Hold it!
I thought we established Detective Gumshoe's innocence pretty thoroughly. It was just a theory. You know, I'm not gonna pull that. One hypothesis among many possibilities. I mean, I had my doubts about Miss Bird from the very beginning. Really. If that's the case, then why didn't you mention her first? Now, don't make that face. See, there goes the truth running out the other way. Let's pick up the pace and see if we can catch up to it. I don't think you're catching my drift. Ha, but we're in agreement that the detective isn't the killer, right? Yeah, if so, then I hope you understand when I say that she's the only one that could have opened your office door. And then that only leaves Miss Bird as her prime suspect.
Hold it!
Do you think it's a bit early to jumping to conclusions? Are you saying that there's another way to open the door other than with the master key? Oh, I get it. Perhaps you had a spare made for someone else? I'll have you know I never made a spare. So what are you insinuating? Nothing. I guess I should have known better than to suggest someone someone like you would. Tapadashi no sir.
Hold it!
Is there anyone in this district that hasn't at least heard of Detective Gumshoe? Good point. He's practically a celebrity amongst us prosecutors. Really? I never knew it was so talked about, sir. We're holding our collective breath, you know. For when you screw up so badly that you're literally chased off the force. Hey, dude, you're an asshole. I really do not like you, dude. But what? Is that true, Mr. Edgeworth? Of course not. That is hogwash. Shit, don't scare me like that. I almost had a heart attack there. Okay, so let's press this.
Hold it!
By dying message, you mean the bloody letters that spelled out Gumshoe? I figured whoever wrote his name must have been wanting to frame him. It is the fact that choosing his name is proof enough that the two would know each other. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you waiting for? Hurry up and present some evidence. I would love to. But first we should listen to him a bit more and digest what he's saying. Impress him for more information. Okay, let's see. Stop flapping your coat like you're a freaking bird. I'm half expecting you to freaking fly away, Mr. Portsman. I am not joking. I'm actually half expecting this guy to go, bye-bye, I'm flying. Whee! Oh.
Hold it!
Oops. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to back up. Dude, she didn't know about this. Only the prosecutors know about this, so
Objection!
time to eat your words. Do you wish to continue insisting that Miss Bird was intent on stealing something? Why not? It's the truth after all. It was also by your logic that we came to this whole thievery conclusion anyway. That might be. But you must also be aware of the fact that the safe is a secret safe. The existence of which only is privy to prosecutors. Ah! I find it a little hard to believe that the hidden safe was a part of her cunning plan. But she could have found it by accident while she was turning everything else upside down. I hardly doubt that. I'd say that the culprit knew exactly what they were looking for. After all, only the bookshelf and the safe were targeted. Oh, he's biting his metal. Yeah, even I didn't know about that safe, pal. And that means that no way Maggie would have known about it either. Then what you were posing is that the killer is a prosecutor. Interesting conclusion. That definitely looking more and more probable. What's wrong, prosecutor? Do you have a different suspect in mind now? Curses, why? What made you? What's with the English face, son? It's all my fault. What do you mean? It's Jim. He knew about the existence of the secret safes. What did you just say? We were partners. Like inseparable conjoined twins. That's why I told him. I filled him in on the secret safes. Then that means... Yeah, I know. I had only just told him too. Obviously, it was wrong of me to tell him. But I can't quite believe it, that the thief broke into your room was probably Jim. I was claiming that the victim was the thief? And you were simply trying to stop him, weren't you, Miss Maggie Bird? Excuse me? I mean, you are the security guard, right? That's your job. But killing it is going a bit too far, even if in your risky profession. What the? You're still accusing Maggie of the murder? Yes and no. I mean, she stumbled upon Jim, who probably drew his gun. I get it. It was in self-defense, wasn't it? No. I couldn't. I could never do something like that, even if it was... not even as a security guard, sir. Plus, even if he was the thief, he would have had the key to this office. Which is precisely he had to steal it, wouldn't you say? It was Jim who stole the master key. It's impossible to say supposedly stolen key to be here with us unless you retrieved it from Jim after you killed him. Mr. Portsman, you're honestly accusing your own partner of being a thief. I don't want to admit it, but it's the only way for everything else to make sense. Has he no honor? Now then, I think we're done here. The investigation waits for no man. Would you people be so kind to see yourselves out? You can't kick us out. This is Mr. Edgeworth's office. Ah, but I'm the one who's been assigned to this case. And you're all suspects to varying degrees, therefore ineligible to run this show. Listen, pal, how many times do I have to say this? Maggie can't be the culprit. Detective Gumshoe, calm yourself. But, sir... We have no choice but to accommodate his request. For now. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. At least one of you understands. Now then, if you could remove yourselves from my crime scene, I'd be most grateful. Mark my words, Mr. Portsman, we will meet again. If it's a formal request from the legendary prosecutor himself, I suppose so. Now don't disappoint me, you hear? Oh, I can only... Okay, so I guess this is as far with this one that I can do. Oh, I can't go any further with that one. Well, I guess that's it for this case for now. I mean, there is this one too, but I don't really want to start that one because that's probably the same, that we only get to do the investigation and a little bit of the information digging around. So, thank y'all for watching. If you like this, hit that like button and comment down below if you really like this. And when I'm able to get this, if you'd like to see this at some point. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and ring a ding ding to that notification bell so we won't miss another video from me. And if you're new to the channel, please just... I just messed up my own outro. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and ring a ding ding that notification bell so you won't miss another video from me. And this has been Melodia Valentine saying, may the light in your heart shine forever. Farewell for now, my friends, until the next time. And hopefully I can get this game so we can save Maggie Bird. Okay, bye bye.